Okay, me that's it. Hwena afi yensi pona yentimi enko anymore. Maybe other 1 or 2 matters be na kwajibre de wo ye. Enti wo de obotai ne say the NDC monfa ho ne de ekoso mo ye ready for the 2024 elections. Ba munjeja mo.
Mami eja de yan ko da hansa. Because ye kru na nam omo ye bako aye mienu and premiums will not happen. But in a proper environment, in a very structured, disciplined jurisdiction, the DCOP should be on interdiction. Even if the president wants to remove his IGP, we don't care. But he should interdict the officers who went to sit with a politician to conspire to compromise the security of this country. Immediately, they must be interdicted. But as for the NDC, we don't care about who the president wants to appoint to be IGP. If you like, let him appoint whoever he wants. But 2024, the MPP will not threaten us. If they go 1 mile, we'll go 1 mile. If they go 2 miles, we'll go 2 miles. That is how it's going to be. That is the only way we'll all sit down and think. Because when we have to talk about economy and a group of people are thinking about violence, how do you deal with those kind of people in election?
But Deputy General Secretary, why are you concluding say group B violence? Why? How?
That is the MPP for you. I call them a terrorist syndicate because that is what they have done in their past. In the last 2016, we are still suffering the bruises of the people that were shot in that election. 2020, they did the same.
Shot by the MPP people.
So let me tell you, if the police administration that is having the mandate to supervise election and provide security, they deploy police officers, and out of those police officers, they have been firing of arms that people feel that those firing were unjustified, and the police administration failed to identify those officers, we call it injustice. Right? If you deploy military officers into election duties and they fire arms, and you cannot produce those officers, how should we refer to that? And so we know that government plan is to put some invisible forces in uniform. And you police in election duty. If you are not a properly recruited officer, we will take care of you.
What does that mean?
What that means is that we will not allow you to function as a police officer, because in the laws of Ghana, before you become a police officer, you must be enlisted within the context of law, within the procedures that the Ghana Police Service has for recruitment.
Police uniform na medimbo manima.
Call impersonation. We arrest you.
Na police for na I recruit me for a special duty be out today.
The police does not have the right to recruit anybody without passing through their process.
But and then a determinant of how the police should go through in terms of people they need to work for.
Ghana Police Service is not an arbitral organization. Ghana Police Service is a regimented, legally regulated body of law that has clearly stipulated procedures of recruitment, qualifications, pre-qualifications, training procedures. The police will be a one court training. Near sending uniform, no court dibone, institution. But we have brothers within the Ghana Police Service. We have brothers within the military, and these officers also have families. Come now, officer, I come at the Ghana for no a young one at the end. A bit the police for be, a bit the Ghana Armed Forces for be, and they have conscience. They will not allow any politician to use them. So if you allow your conscience to be used to the extent of these DCOP who have risen to that level, but yet continue to think political to the extent that he wants to subvert the will of the people to favor the MPP, we in the NDC will not go and sleep. We are working hard. We are engaging Ghanaians. We are speaking to hope that will give them hope for 2025. John Dramani Mahama will come back and restore this country to a better place. John Dramani Mahama will put food on the table of Ghanaians. John Dramani Mahama will come back and restore our deficits that we have. That is the conversation that Ghanaians want to know. They are not interested in violence. And so if you have government elements planning to foment violence, normally opposition never plot coup against government.
But that's why we are a potential government in waiting, no, or respond with threats and acts of being very brutal, no, in terms of offer about.
The law does not allow anybody to go and sit in a room and plot that beyond what is right, beyond what is lawful. A police officer, you want to find ways and means to ensure that you subvert the will of the people.
You have called for interdiction. Beyond interdiction, why the threats?
The interdiction, no, I'm not calling for interdiction. I said that in a properly structured environment, disciplined environment, he should be interdicted. But whatever government want to do about it, we have people who are engaged in corruption in this country. The president is not speaking. We have ministers who are corrupt. The president is not speaking. And so we don't expect the president to do anything different on this matter. In the video, it is even stated that the vice president, who is seeking to be a flag bearer of the MPP, does not like the IGP.
In the same video, it is stated that John Dramani Mahama has promised an extension of Dan Paris' tenure of office to 2030.
Well, that is what we have said, that if the president wants to remove his own appointee, let him do so. But we are saying that beyond that, we are not worried about some of these jokes because we are far prepared for the election. They have stated on several occasions that they will do violence. They know the Ghanaians will not vote for them, and so they will use other means to get themselves to stay and break the eight. But we are simply telling them that they are joking, because if Ghanaians vote for the NDC, they will exit power. They will exit. We are not going to sit down as church leaders and tolerate this kind of evil. We will not. We will remain politicians. Every Ghanaian must vote. Every Ghanaian must be protected. If a group of people go and plan to foment trouble, we will meet them with the same courtesies.
But the fact that you are not a church or a group of religious believers, you know, you are living up to a certain responsibilities as citizens of this country, and as citizens, is that how you want to live, or how you want to respond?
The citizens of this country require a government to be responsible, to be accountable, and to forestall security, stability in the country.
Likewise, same the opposition. Likewise, same a potential opposition government in waiting. Likewise, that responsibility is on you too.
We are going to win power and John Mahama will create an enabling environment for all Ghanaians to prosper. Whether you are NDC, whether you are MPP, you must prosper in Ghana. Ghana is our country. Ghana does not belong to NDC. Ghana does not belong to MPP. So our focus is not to segregate the Ghanaian society and say, this is NDC, they are not Ghanaians. This is MPP, they are not Ghanaians. John Dramani Mahama and the NDC will create an enabling environment for all Ghanaians to prosper. Will create an enabling environment for all Ghanaians to be protected. Will not create terrorist institutions and organizations within the country. That is what this government and its elements are doing. They are seeking to destabilize the country. They are seeking to destabilize the peace of this country. And that I'm reminding the president that there are investors in this country who have invested so much. There are diplomatic communities who have installations in this country, and that it is not in the interest of government to be having some of these conversations that is in the audio.
Well, let me also keep in a reminder that in as much as we are a potential government in waiting, admit you can also lose genuinely the 2024 elections.
Of course, we lost Kumewu. We came home excited. We won in Asin. We came home excited. It is only our brothers who lost in Asin and felt that the IGP didn't help them to rig the election. And I didn't know what the IGP could do, because Papani Frey meeting, MPP, NDC, and the Kasaye. Kwabrao himself, one of the principles that we agreed for this election was that nobody was going to use arms or bodyguards holding arms in this election. When himself election day, Gabi Asare Ochridafo, any Apenyo Markins, and the soldier for the Womochi. Is Gabi a state official? Why is he being protected by a military officer? Is the hierarchy of the military not ashamed that they deploy a military officer to protect a civilian?
Okay, so to the best of my knowledge, Sanshi almost 99% achieved asen nos ye ka say ministers impo one bodyguards bawa so omo no actually baby omo free one ma that of Afenyo and Gabi, forgive me, my witnesses are a occasion.
I confronted them. I was with them. I spoke to Gabi that day. I have pictures of the military officers because my intelligence caught up with them some 2 hours into Asensa Omuka say I stopped my car and I spoke to the military officers and told them, if you go into the election to misbehave, we will not sit down and watch.
And what was the explanation of the mile?
Gabi should be explaining. Gabi name say, or your minister or your defense minister, military for the protecting Anna. So if there was anybody who violated the rules for that election, it is the MPP.
Okay.
It is the MPP. Woman na kopa boys a woman ko tututio ebo Pablo car and a woman ko say Sami Jenfika and a woman ko say Basintale car and almost say Sami
Jenfika way
ewo asin praso
dey na ye emuye no
Sami ko polling station ewo asin praso omo ko to share the car so omo the boys he ko and omo to share the car so bubu ne glasses mina na Pablo dey na dey asin praso
that one I saw it that one I saw it.
We have made a complaint to the police.
That of Basin, what's the name of the other gentleman? Basintali also omo attack no
the same place.
Oh, I see.
And na who feel that wa Fred Abua Papon.
There be menka say obua, but meaning say eminia.
So I'm saying that if there were a group of people that violated their court, that we agreed in the presence of the leadership of the MPP and the NDC, it is the MPP that breached that accord.
I see.
We are not accusing the IGP. We are not accusing the Ghana Police Service.
Okay,
so if
just
not, would they say that the IGP is NDC?
But an official statement from a MPP Akase IGP are more for that say not election. Something official from the party or the usual.
We don't have time for these things because we don't need the help of the IGP. We need the IGP to do his work, but to discharge his constitutional mandate
Mustafa,
to protect all Ghanaians.
Mustafa, you've kept on repeating, they are saying, the MPP is saying that the IGP are more. Any official communication to that effect, or you have somebody on tape saying that the IGP are more to win that Senate election?
But you heard it in the audio.
Who basically who Kasan on this?
Yes, every conversation we are having today is as a result of the audio.
Okay, all right.
The audio, the DCOP spoke to it. Who said, or say IGP and him case because the IGP have arrested the chiefs. How can a police officer reduce the service to this level of mediocrity?
Richard Ahiagba Akwaba. Na etisay. I see. MPP party, that alleged leak tape, no more TB.
There's an appearance of some arrogance, opposition arrogance in the area. Mentashe. Take by Tepwa in IAT number 1. They are all shakira, all cast answer me. It mean so no Nimudia. But me tell you, not say on my commission, I'm going to be some more and profile someone that's a wine and a shakira, all cast answer me.
That's correct.
Maybe we know. Now I have some more. And I say, like I say, evolving story. You know, I see a gate near the Papa see. Now, the pre woman, any intro woman, now, any aka, and you won't go. Now, and you know, to that extent, you know, and yes, some more, we will to make the Aka say, MPP, MPP, I say, now buying a I just say you better use force, and I say some more fast kind. I think that NDC people are so more calm down. And some happen. I think that many 24 maybe akasa if you go and no kasa na because BCB and far security in somewhere yeah come on some say kwan ben dey first one you better build a trust with the police you know mojuma ye best play ni na man for anya ti bi wo mo say eduma boy no a free a fair say bia obi nko kasa bia police for take care no and I say police sponsor so MC say manyoku the pressure to almost so and I say buying the pressure to almost so many mojuma no and papa yan go kwa epeso you know we are I think a national dialogue as on the engine and yeah yeah we support it we na koye say we na because it means I look you know they are not a Mustafa Kano I am there on no oba Babo MPP oba kasa MPP na ye abra only evidence bia how the kasa and the master say tifo nyina ne kana fo nyina topia be aye consent na nipa bi akwahye baby kasa asem se ebem ba o ye tia se openia o police mu asoja na almost kapo na ko kasa asem kwa na se mo de o mo hwe ndihwe mu a mbaye na so twe bi o kwa na se na mra kwan so bi o wa de no ba fa na dia fa so but o ma na no meka ne se de o de woni na ai friends Mustafa Eka primitive use of force. I mean, Mustafa Jamani Refiana. O ma fi o ta ba fa we nyina ba yo NDC patapayo and the bonus to a fast election ACC nipa. I want to go back. Enti boni o me di and so so mo die. Oh the number me go for me dey come na say about elections anyway. That make catch on there. If you notice say NDC e wa ba mu na ye call elections tension I will promote her unprecedented. NDC wa ba mu o kai ko 2016 2012 near ko abatwa tension. How be able to say we bet to make you NDC we near bar and I say oh I this wa ba mu na olusua 10 years is NDC free idea so I very high. Who beside that and if your polls is here you come to that conclusion because their history no actually say oh my pata for
Meet pa. Hello, meet you. Otemenka, meet you, Richard Anyagba. Hello, Richard. Richard, so Otemenka, meet you. Chumem say Richard Aomano. For you also. Hello for you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so whilst Richard at home and at your con there, you better wrap up, but you try see any fine. But in wrapping up, Unjini say more positioner, more taken for the 2024 year elections, you know, more overhype the whole thing, more year maybe unnecessarily wild dodo.
Oh, Minia. It is very laughable that Richard is calling for national dialogue on a plot against opposition by elements in government, and that the NDC but we cannot sit on the same round table to talk about economic mess, to discuss about how to restore the economy of Ghana, to discuss to find consensus on how to remove the burden on Ghanaians. But yet, we should sit on a round table to discuss about an irresponsible senior police officer. We cannot do that. And that we are prepared. You see, when we lose the election genuinely, we have lost.
Mm-hmm.
But any attempt to use any foul means to rig the election, on top of all this recklessness, on top of the non-performance, on top of the corruption,
Ghanaians will not agree, and the NDC will lead that path to prevent that orchestration. And so, Richard, I'm grateful that he accepts that there was some conversation and that Afrina Wamubobo. We have seen scandals that the president has come out to clear. There have been issues amongst and for the Babonting, about with our woman. So we know that at the end of the day, we don't expect him to see any evil in this. But we have taken caution, we have advised ourselves, and we are going to learn and to enforce our strategy going into 2024. Now that we know that there are elements within the Ghana Police Service whose desire is to use ways and means beyond what is lawful police duty, lawful police responsibility in this country to retain MPP in power and to get Baumia to become a president in Ghana. We will see how that happens. If Ghanaians vote for them, voila. But if they want to use any foul means, it will not happen. And we repeat that going into 2024, any part of this country where an NDC member is attacked unlawfully, wrongfully, because of political violence, the same gesture will be extended to our brothers in the MPP. When this one is established, we all have to sit down and begin to think about how to do things right, because two superpowers don't fight. MPP is not stronger than us. We are equally stronger as the two political parties in this country. And so the right thing must be done. Let Ghanaians choose their president. Let Ghanaians choose their leader. Any attempt to subvert the will of the people will not be welcomed by the NDC.
And that subversion is according to the NDC's definition. Is that what you're saying? That subversion outcome is according to the NDC's definition.
According to what the MPP is seeking to do in their confessions, and part of it is what we can hear in the audio.
Richard.
Hi.
Thank you. What's up? I'm sure. So what TNT? Also comment on that, and then we move on.
Yo, about them, but they encourage maybe 2024 platform on the airport, and this is fair and square. A job kind of among ya, and go Yaza will be answer. And I was going to be a few Jana, on the Lucifer. Now me the cash and by an point. Understand? Jana, some who say NDC, your party, or my face, your party in the coalition. We share a discussion about elections, democracy or Ghana. We bring this campaign 1992, 1996 election. Almost discount. That those two elections, any election, any free and fair. Oh, that. And you know, about electing now for another political party taking force and abusing processes. And it's the just part. Because that's not party. What we say, I'm going to say I am a person. I have two ways for issues that I am. If one more, I buy up of this year. Now, yeah, it's a party that winning elections now, maybe as part of the and the only bit, a political party, we as a, I know what we are equal, we are superpowers. It's not true that the New Patriotic Party is on the same level with the MPs. And you know, in terms of support, in terms of support of the two political parties, NDC and two MPP could be asked. And to know we as a party, we know what we have to do to win the election of 2024. We know what we have to do. And we say we have to regenerate our grassroots. We have mobilized. Anytime we are MPP, turn out, which we are mobilizing the base here. What the election is in this country. And you know, they cannot be the MPP strategy to win election. We won the 2000 election. Okay, last and the Rollins president. Let me go through always actually the whole part. Why I said you want all chat, there's a good issue. It was against it all. Not again, I'm going to meet you now. We went without guns, without police, without nothing, and you go winning. And then I say, I did 2016. We won that against NDC. Some opposition massively with record numbers. You are very much we won election in this country without any problem in it. And the MVP, and you're saying that it's not because the police is not how do I comment? Police in my say obey, the top of my accident over. And this after me, I am more any plan it is uncle, MVP and some kind of idea, some of these uncle. Now, you don't make a say, Yama, no friend, as someone says, I feel like a fatty papa, if you must have winning to the back, and if I walk as you can tell about now my investigation, you should move the panel, even who said if I could say, the fire fine. I offer so CIS again. Now, you know, or podcast, or mere mafia, wine and so much. And no, no, they say, I think I am not to pass it. They are but then, most of the head now all threatened, all because they're very with the more facility, yet, how much is it? And I don't think that a democratic conversation now, Libra or Belgium. On to a more election way, I am this report there. So I'm telling you, I guess here I've been in economy and what they can. They all say, or more chance to come to power. In the 2024 election, you're making common. As I'm command, will be focused on ideas. That ending, and you're guaranteed. Say, I'm a get up and then now our back, economy and more. I don't see all the winning. I know what is your business. Because I'm not entirely nothing for audio. Every before penny back. That time, more ministry, no, can say, on ideas how to create employment. How can I receive people? You are smart, Masua, and I say, oh, and yet, I see a pay. I'm going I go to tell you that crown. Then, and I'm good. No more packet. I'm over. Only yes, I say 1 man. Open your one trip. I got home. You and this is for a proposal. And the other and this is for common. I'm only yet and I'm 2024 and come to the election. We will engage because you read the mess of the situation not cause a fine way and it's almost in the 24 they said but the time come they are sure the party there. Now come on the year the economic to be a summer but so they are two and that's it quiet. I'm not making decisions. Say, anyway, they shut back on me. They share at the form of the Abba. What got the six of them? I couldn't do. I did. I'm not your one with the year. If that's after that, come on, why I did. And you put on the one. I have been in that. Now, I'm a the other one. And the election person is for the company.
I see.
And they say, oh, yes, if you can only say, I give it, I keep in go. If someone says, no more can say, saying, President, no massive manners, not President to put your matter, then Johnson on Woody, for can't answer me. And just they say, the human, I say, yes, it's an spread. Some more, I need power, you policeman and walker. People need ways to find ways to then this Asomano. No, yet to man. And the open now should be of they are changing not reforms. Dear, that's one, they should be abɔ Ghana for ban ne abɔ Ghana for property and the Japan woman and no it is the commitment of ban we so I no sɛ ɛbɛyɛ IGP sɛ ɛnyɛ IGP processes wɔ mu sɛ sɛ aban sɛ papa ɛyɛ sɛ mana ɔyɛ no Ghana and sɛ ɛwɔ atwitwi this one I saw fashion oh I say we na pay hold you and the president say you need to panic what they are
okay so
that one say my before estomabo almost they are ahead of themselves and especially they are most of other well to know obia and also obia ono and no about to say about it system no to have a certain competition
Matide Ochidasi.
And
okay.
I say about it. Now, I walk to the moon. I watch them now I watch them up.
Richard Ahiagba ma menawase Mustafa for your bandits ma menase. The conversation still goes on. Nyame ade Rebecca said, Richard, thank you for your time. Mustafa, thank you for your time. All right, so